Why is he always lying? Maybe he's a narcissist. I'm going to break it down for you in this video. Hey there, I'm Dr. Melissa. I'm a trauma expert and top doctor, and in this video and on this channel, I help you identify the hidden narcissist in your life, then turn that trauma into gold by becoming stronger and more powerful than you ever were before. That's what it means to become truly anti-fragile. And if this resonates with you, if this is something you want more of, click subscribe, click that notification bell so that you are notified as soon as the next video posts. So why is he always lying? Narcissists are pathological liars. They do not have any sense of self. And because they don't have any sense of self, they see themselves as the character they want to be in the movie of their life. They play the role really well. But it's not that innocent. Chronic lying undermines the other person's ability to make choices. And that is all about power and control. So in this video, we're going to talk about 10 different ways that narcissists lie so that you recognize them and so that you realize that they are not going to change. Number one, they tell small, seemingly inconsequential lies. They lie about things that no one would lie about, things that don't really matter. They leave you feeling very confused, almost like you can't believe that they're lying because no one would lie about this. It might be a story about something that happened at work. It might be a story about a conversation that they had with someone else. It might be that they went to the grocery store and they were out of milk. Number two, they lie about bigger things or things that are verifiable. They will tell you that they deposited a check in the bank when you can easily log on through your online banking portal and see that the check has not been deposited. They will tell you that they never said something when you have an email from them that shows that they said it. They lie about things that are verifiable, and they do it with such certainty that it leaves you completely confused as to what is even going on. When you are sitting here and you know that what they are telling you is not true, and they are speaking it like they've sworn an oath on a Bible as if it is real when it's not. Number three, a narcissist will tell lies that make him look good. He might tell you that he's being considered for a promotion, or that a woman at work came and rubbed his shoulders, to make it seem like he's attractive and a catch, and also to make you jealous. He might tell you that he is up for an award, things that make him look good. Number four, he may tell you lies to seek sympathy. He may tell you stories from his childhood that are simply untrue to get you to feel badly for him. He may tell you some crazy cockamamie story about how the power was out all day and that's why he got nothing done, so that you feel badly for him, that he's frustrated, he had things to do and he didn't do them, when really he sat around watching TV all day and the power was not out. And now we're going to talk about some that are not quite as obvious. Number five, when he mirrors your interests or your communication style in the love bombing phase. And if you haven't seen my video on how to avoid the love bomb trap, you're going to want to check that one out. But when he mirrors your interests, your communication style, he's leading you to believe he's someone that he's not. He's leading you to believe that he is, someone just like you, that you have so much in common, that you share this bond. when it's simply not true. Number 6, he's lying to you when he is a bad sport, when he blames others or things for something that has happened in his life. So it might be, that this idiot driver caused an accident and made me late. It might be that my coworker is always trying to show me up, and that's why I didn't get the promotion. It might be I didn't get the promotion because you want me home for family dinners and I didn't look like a hard worker. Again, deflecting the blame to you, then that is a lie. He didn't get the promotion because he didn't get the promotion. Because there's something about him that made him not the best choice, right? It's not the coworker's fault. It's not your fault. It's not even the fact that the idiot driver made him late and he happened to be late for work and that's why, right? He has to own the truth himself and he doesn't. And by not doing so, he is lying to you. Number 6, he judges and criticizes other people because he thinks he's better. But is he actually better? When he's talking about how this other driver on the road is an idiot, is he actually a better driver? Or when he is talking about how, this guy, has to look so flashy in his car and his clothes and whatever, he's acting like he's better. But do we actually know anything about that guy? Is he actually better? No. When he undermines your parenting of the kids, he's criticizing and acting like he's better. But is he a better parent than you are? No. Those words of judgment and criticism are not true. Therefore, they are lies. Number 7, when he says he's joking, but he really isn't. You know how it is. He makes these jokes. Everyone laughs. They think it's kind of funny. It's what we refer to as a passive-aggressive put down. Making a comment about how high maintenance you are, or how insecure you are, or, if you're insecure about your weight, how much you're eating, but said as a joke or as a tease. And then when you react or you respond, it becomes, oh, you're too sensitive, or can't you take a joke? I was just teasing. He wasn't just teasing. He wasn't just joking. And you're not too sensitive. None of those things are true. He is lying to himself, and he is lying to you about the intent of his comment. It was not intended to be funny. Number 8, when they say, I forgot. And the caveat here is people forget things, right? We all forget things. But when he says, I forgot, and then doesn't change the behavior, that doesn't follow through on whatever it was he forgot to do, that's when you know that he's lying about having forgotten in the first place. If you ask him to go to the grocery store and get milk, and he goes to the grocery store and gets a bunch of other stuff and doesn't get milk, and then says, oh, I forgot, maybe he forgot. Maybe it's an honest mistake. But if that were true, right, he'd hop back in the car, go back to the grocery store and get the milk, or run to the closest gas station or wherever and go get the milk that you need. If you ask him to mail something important and you realize that he didn't, and he says, oh, I forgot, maybe he forgot innocently, maybe he was busy, but then he will go mail it, right? He's not going to leave it on you. He had agreed to go mail something. He didn't mail it. If he forgot, he's going to go mail it. So ask yourself, does he ever do that? If you, he's running into Starbucks and you ask him for a cup of tea while he's getting his coffee, and he comes back and he forgot. Awesome. People forget things all the time, but does he get back out of the car and go back in and get your tea? Or are you expected to just forget about it? Because if you're expected to just forget about it and let it go with this I forgot excuse, he's lying to you. It was not an accident. Number 9, triangulation. Triangulation is when he is going to pit you against someone else. And he's going to do it in such a way that neither of you knows what happened. It usually goes something like this, kind of pulling you aside and confidentially telling you that, his mom really doesn't like you. You should try being nicer. And then he's going to go and confidentially pull aside his mom and tell her kind of the same thing. And you're thinking, what the heck? I thought I got along with his mom great. And now you're on eggshells and you're off and you're rattled. And he's sitting there laughing on the inside and soaking up all the narcissistic supply from manipulating this relationship. But that act of creating this triangulation in the first place, it's lying, right? You didn't have an issue with his mom. His mom didn't have an issue with you. It's lying, and there's no excuse for it. And the final one we're going to talk about today is gaslighting. Gaslighting, I will definitely talk about in a future video. Gaslighting is a topic near and dear to my heart. Gaslighting is distorting someone else's reality. It is making them think that they are going crazy. It is saying that a conversation never happened when you know that it did. Or saying that you said something that you know that you didn't. It may be even more extreme, like moving your car keys so you run around like crazy looking for them when you know you put them on their hook. Gaslighting is a very subtle, very insidious form of emotional abuse that at its core is a type of lying. If you recognize these types of lies, type liar in the comments. Name those behaviors, those statements for what they are. And if you'd like support around this, I invite you to join my free private Facebook group, Anti-Fragile Narcissist Survivors. And if you know right now that you want even more support, that you want to break free, that you want to rise above the trauma and the chaos and the havoc that has been wreaked in your life, if you want to leave it all behind and actually become stronger because of it, with the knowing that it will not happen again, if you want to truly become anti-fragile, join me at liveantifragile.com. I am Dr. Melissa, and I will see you in the next video.